Guys, why don't you tell your woman where your things are? Me, that's my question this morning. Why don't you tell your women where your money is to avoid this nonsense when you die? Because you will die. And not in a bad way, but you will die.
What makes you think we are dying fast? You know, hiyo ndio kitu pia ingine inafanya wanaume.
You see, in that list of men,
yes,
they are all dead. Okay?
Yes, the name of the original owner. Actually, wameandika deceased.
Yes, they're all dead.
Claimant's name administrator, huyo yuko.
Yes, huyo yuko.
Na holder ni malio, pesa iko.
Yes. You're going to die before her.
Huh?
Tema
hiyo mate chini, shaitani wewe. Gomeishi.
No, I'm just saying, the probability of you dying before your wife is very high. Here's my question. Why don't you just tell your woman where your money is?
By the time mwanaume anyamaze hivi aseme haka wacha nieke haka kando.
Me, I've got a friend. And I helped her get almost 800 million that her husband had when he died. But he had told her. Yes.
And your sister also found money there?
My sister found money for my dad in this thing and claimed assets.
By the time mwanaume anyamaze hivi aseme haka sita,
I think it was 200 million or something.
Kiangayenyu. Na wakuweka hii shamba iko pale Karen.
Father.
By the way, maina mi wana to correlated in a way, lakini that's a story for another way. It's a time my mother used to work in Muranga, but it's all right. We'll talk about that story in another.
You guys, why don't you tell your women where your money is?
Yes.
Nini munaficha?
Mimi swali ni by the time anyamazie hii pesa, anajua iko KCB, iko bank.
Right now you're walking around alive. You know you've got 140 million at Co-op Bank. You know you've got 43 million at Equity. You know you've got a farm in Kabarak. You know you've got about 8 houses in Mombasa, Nyali. Why don't you tell your woman?
Na mimi nakuuliza, by the time jamaa nyamazie zingine,
unanyamazia nani?
Na nini? I'm sure there's someone wanaambiaga. There's someone they tell their husbands. There's someone they tell. Kuna kashamba hapa Thika Greens kamoja, in case kwa kingine kako hapa.
You know, you guys don't think of in case. There's no one you tell. You don't tell your mother. You don't tell your brothers. You think you're going to live forever like a stone. You will not. You will die.
All these men who are here, ama waliwawa na awa ama claimants. No. We have to look at all angles now. We have to.
Let me ask you, gentlemen. Give me a call on 0711046105. Does your woman know where all your property is?
By the time jamaa amue kunyamaza and you're not answering me that question, kwa nini? Kwa nini amwambii when he's alive? Si ndio hii pesa ndio hii hapa imejaa hapa.
Devi anauliza.
Pesa iko hapa.
Devi anauliza, you tell us so that you can die early. What makes you think your woman wants to kill you? Why would your woman want to kill you?
So what happens to all this money anyway?
After some time, it gets forfeited to the government.
Ya Kenya?
Yeah.
Haki.
So you might as well tell her. Nini mnaogopa? Sasa mumejaa hapa star page 2. All of you dead. You are dead as dodos.
Now amesema if there is no objection that has been lodged at the office of the authority at the address below within the 30 days of the date of publication of this notice, payment will be made to the aforementioned persons.
The woman now.
Where hawa wameclaim watalipwa.
Mnaogopa nini? So now you're dead, your children are suffering, and wewe uko na mali.
Wameandika hapa deceased. Hata siamini.
Now all the claimants are women. No. All the deceased are men.
No, majority.
Now here's the thing. If there are no objections to these claims in the next 30 days, all this money will be released to the claimants. Guys, why don't you tell your women where your things are? Unaogopa nini? You cannot say you live with a killer in the house. What kind of reason is that? Seriously. Have you ever thought of what's going to happen to your children if you die? Because you will die.
Alright. Wacha kushinda ukitukumbusha. Shetani. Shindwa hiyo.
You want to think you live forever? All those men in that list, they are dead already.
And we are still investigating how they died. There needs to be another also column here. Kenya police have not seen you right hapa pia muna investigate. You need also to be in these columns. Still under investigation.
A column for still under investigation?
Yes.
Why don't you tell your women? Governor Kau, you're saying the more you disclose your financial prosperity to your woman, the higher their chances of being eliminated. Women follow money and like controlling weak men. Let your kids know everything but not your wife. She's a passenger in your journey. She can alight anytime.
Do you know I was told a very bitter truth? That people don't see you. They see your money. Huh?
But what are you without money?
People respect your money. They don't respect you.
Let me tell you something about life. Let me tell you something about life. And I want you to write this down.
Yes, I'm writing.
People ask you what you do so they can determine how much respect to give you.
So nikisema niko hapa tu najitafuta.
Utajitafuta huko kwa kona.
Akio.
Freddie Macau Baba Magal saying some of them are not to be trusted with some things. We know our partners and we don't want to create an environment where they'll only be looking at us, at our assets and not us as their husbands. Where did this fear of your women come from? Gentlemen? Poker Stamford saying there's like 10 acres of land gifted to my late dad by the former Limuru MP Kuria Kanyinge for a favor my dad had done for the MP. Now we know there is land, we just don't know where. I'm the only one my dad took there and I was only 6 years old. So how are you going to find it, Poker? Hizi siri ni za nini? Hello?
Maina, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Mwalimu.
Yes.
Wewe unajifanya ati hujui na nyinyi watu walikaeni ndio mnakuanga na hizo tabia.
Bas.
Nyinyi watu wa Zinjanthropos ndio mnakuanga na hizo tabia.
Bas.
Alafu kwanza wasapili.
Bas.
Ati moto daugaga cianaga ne iweka igukoga yore muoyo agamotinia nderagwo. You know that nonsense?
Yeah.
That nonsense has to end in the society, Maina.
Amen.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
I'm a married man.
Yeah.
I'm Sapiri, but I decided I'm not going to do those things.
Yeah.
I tell my wife where everything is.
Yeah.
She has my ATM pin. She has my M-Pesa pin. She has my bank account details. She knows which banks I run, which ones I don't run. Anajua hata nalipagwa mshahara siku gani. And what happens is she might not know the full amount.
Yeah.
Sawa?
Yeah.
But anajua kuna shamba fulani kwa mahali fulani, hiyo iko na title ama haina title. Hii title iliibiwa. She knows. At least she has an overview of what's going on.
Yes.
This rubbish of men going to the grave and leaving their families thinking they have nothing. It has to end. Kwanza hiyo nyinyi kina King'ang'i nyinyi.
Bas.
You and your Zinjanthropos fellas.
Umesema mazingira.
Mwache hiyo maneno bana.
So your wife has got your M-Pesa pin.
Yes, she knows my M-Pesa pin. She knows my ATM pin. She knows which bank accounts I run. She knows actually she's the one who has kept any assets that we have. Kama ni logbook ya gari, she knows where it is. Kama ni hii na hii, she knows where it is. And Maina, let me tell you, it gives me peace. Because if anything happens, yes, I know my kids are sorted out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amen.
Lakini kukaa unafikiria ati unakaa na mwizi kwa nyumba. And why did you marry her?
Thank you. Very good question.
Kwanza kina King'ang'i, unaona King'ang'i sasa venye ameteseka hapa anashindanga akisema venye mzee wake atafaa ku backtrace angalie. Na ni shida za kujiletea.
Bas.
shida za kujiletea. Na yeye bado na hiyo miaka yake bado hata anaingia kwa hiyo club. Kingani? Badilika.
Thank you very much.
Guys, have a good one.
You too, asante.
I can't believe umeanza recruit men.
No.
I thought it was ladies only.
You hear that, gentleman? She's got his ATM pin.
Imagine.
His M-Pesa pin.
Imagine.
She knows where all the money is.
Hai. Hata logbook.
Why are you finding that shocking?
Hai, hebu ngoja kwanza. We. Alimshikia nini? Ai, hata yanafaa tuambie.
Hebu call me. Hello.
How are you, Maina?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Listen, Maina. I'm not married.
Yeah.
But now, yeye
alisomeshwa, yes.
Na baba yake.
Yes.
Ama na mama yake.
Yes.
Then, marriage is about kusaidiana. So, zangu ni zangu, zake ni zake. You know what? These people, I know them. I've seen these things happening. I've seen so many people, so many men crying, heartbreaks. Nikajiambia, no, I'm not doing this.
So let me...
to blood.
So let me ask you a question.
Ask.
Who have you told where your wealth is?
I can't.
You have told you have told nobody.
I've told nobody.
Hey. So what if you drop dead this morning?
I'm going. Maina.
I'm
not going to die. No, I'm not going to die.
I'm just saying, what if you drop dead this morning? Who will know where your things are?
Ziende hivyo. Zitoke huko ziende zikasaidie wale wenye wanataka kusaidiwa. We have kuna children home and all those wenye watazichukua. Tena than being able naandikisha aje kwa mtu. Maina. Someone will see you tomorrow. And she will assume that nothing has happened. And atajikalisha hapo akitoa machozi watu wengine wakilia, and she will be there among them crying, na ni yeye amekumaliza. Maina ikana. Let me drive my Mercedes. Let me stay in an 8-bedroom.
Yes.
I alone, doing my own thing.
Yeah.
Maina.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm very fine, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Tell me.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello, umepeana ATM?
Uko aje?
Niko chonjo hapa.
Hata mimi niko chonjo.
Yes.
Lakini mimi nimeona mnachangia sisi tuwawe nyinyi.
Aje?
Yaani unataka tu ati tunaambia watu wetu siri zetu zote.
Hebu nikuulize.
Niulize.
How much does your woman know about what you have?
Unajua 100%. Anafaa kujua kitu 10 to 15 there.
Percent.